Up YouTube fam, thank you guys for coming back and checking out my video once again. It's been very appreciative of all the support that I have been getting, and I'm really hoping that you guys are getting some valuable information from this. The last run that I just did that you just got through watching was 2.45 miles. I'm never quite sure on how to say that, but 2.45 miles. I ran it at a 10-minute and 40-second pace, 26 minutes and 8 seconds. My heart rate was 153 beats per minute. I'm going to put everything up here just in case I miss everything. And my cadence was 149 steps per minute. So overall for me, I think that's my average pace when I feel like I'm kind of going hard, but at the same time, not too hard. I did stop. You know, it was only 2.45 miles, and I'm trying to make it to where I'm not stopping when I run, but I'm still getting back into it. And honestly, sometimes I get a little winded and stuff like that. And maybe I need to, recorrect myself on my breathing and stuff like that. And obviously the weight I'm trying to, even though I'm much lighter, I still think I'm striking the ground too hard. So I'm going to be working on that. And I think that's very, very key and important for me to make sure that I am on top of that. So yeah, the run today was great. I really felt good about myself. I'm feeling better about getting out there. And like I said, the confidence level is like through the roof now in terms of like just going outside and getting in running. So now I wake up, put on my clothes, and I'm just out ready to go. So that is something I'm super happy about because, like I said, it was something I was so terrified to do for about 4 or 5 months during, everything that's going on in the world. So it's just been very happy that we were able to do that. So why are we here today? We're here to talk about what it is that you could be doing to kind of increase your running outside, to kind of increase that stamina. If you guys are people, I was doing the insanity thing, and even I learned myself that might be a little too intense for some people, but at the same time, it could be the right thing for other people. If you're looking for that HIIT cardio for 45 minutes, that's great, but sometimes you might need to change the scenery a little bit. And I think for me, this running plan that I'm doing, once my chest feels better, I'm going to supplement it here and there with an occasional HIIT cardio, but only like a 15-minute version, not like the full insanity 45 minutes, because I don't want to be injured again. And so that's very important for me. But for you guys, getting out there and being active is so important. Getting out there and running and doing that. If running is kind of your thing to do, I'd say embrace it. Whether you're running 5 miles, if you're running 50 miles, if you're just running 500 feet, get out there, move that body, get that heart rate going at a safe level, and just make sure that you are taking care of business when you're out there running. It's too many times that we just don't do it. We just come up with an excuse. We have this thing to pay. We have this chore to do. And then when you actually look back at what you did, what did you do? You ended up just watching TV. You ended up spending all your time on YouTube. Thank you for watching me, though. You spend all your time on YouTube, and you're not really getting much out of your actual day. You're not getting much out of being productive and making yourself a better person. If losing weight is something that's super important to you, or just being more fit and healthy as a better person for you with a busy schedule, once again, like, how are you going to do this? How are you going to make it a priority to yourself that you need to get out there and run, that you need to get out there and just be a little bit more active each and every day? Because every single day that I have lied to myself and said I'm going to run and didn't was just another day that I disappointed myself. And maybe that's how I look at it, not telling you that's how you should look at it when you necessarily don't do the things that you know you're capable of doing, or fulfill the promises that you made yourself. When the day before you're like, oh, I'm going to wake up at 5 a.m. as soon as sunrise, and I'm getting out there and I'm running. And then sunrise comes and goes, and then you're like, oh, I don't know. I'll do it sometime later on today. And then the day comes and goes. We've all been down that road. So how is it that you're going to separate yourself and make sure that you are telling yourselves truths? Well, one thing that I do that's been very helpful is having someone that's accountable. Like, I'm a person that really sometimes kind of leans on other people. Like, I have so much only so much internal motivation, to the point to where I need a little help. Like, I need someone else to do something with me. I need someone else to like say, hey, are you doing what you need to do? Because it just feels good. It feels almost like low-key competitive. I have 2 people out there. One of my friends, Marisol, which I'm actually going to link her information. She has a workout channel. She's a beast. So I'm going to make sure that I put her information in there. Marisol, she's always on my butt. She's always making sure that I'm doing what I need to do, and vice versa. I don't really need to do it to her because she's super motivated, but for me, I see her on my Apple Watch. She just completed like 4 workouts and I haven't done one. yeah, I get out there and I do my business. Also, my friend Abby, she just had her kids and she's always out there running. She runs like 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 miles. She did a Tough Mudder and was crazy, in shape and did all this other things. So these are the type of people that keep me accountable and what in my day to day life, and make sure that like it's almost like a fun thing I've made out of it in terms of don't make fitness this overwhelming and daunting task. Yes, it can be because the actual mileage and the weather, like today was a hot day. It was like almost 90 degrees when I went for my run, which is why I chose to do a shorter run. Well, the plan said 2.5 miles, and I accidentally stopped at point 0.5 short. I ran the last 0.5, but it just didn't record. So that's why I'm only mentioning the 2.45 that I did. But at the same time, you know what I mean? Like I chose to come out and I chose to be on top of it at that time of day. So that is the like one of the top tips that I would say. Have someone that can help you be accountable. Have someone to just make sure that you guys are going bouncing off each other. If you can work out together, great. But during this pandemic, I know that's kind of difficult for people. So yeah, make sure you can either shoot someone a text, show that you worked out, or let them show you that they've worked out to say, hey, you're going to get left behind. If you are someone who doesn't necessarily have that accountability person or really don't even want that, you kind of on your own. Only other suggestion that I would potentially have from you is stand in the mirror, and this is going to sound funny, shirtless. Stand in the mirror with no clothes on and just kind of look at yourself and see if you're happy. See if you're happy with the results that you were looking in the mirror. Now, obviously, I'm not trying to tell you to be abbed out. Like I'm saying, I'm not, and no, by no means abbed out in any way. I'm not trying to be. But are you at your goal body type? Are you at the type that where you feel good about yourself? And then also, are you doing the things that you need to do to make sure you're maintaining that? So a real good either check that I've always done for myself is just staring at myself in the mirror. I got these crazy love handles that I just want to go away so bad. But at the end of the day, I don't fine tune my diet well enough to really ensure that that's going to happen. And until the day that I do, it's probably not. So that would be my tip number 2, to just make sure that you are looking at yourself in the mirror and saying, hey, am I happy with myself? Because that's going to be the true test of how you feel. Because if you're happy with what you see in the mirror, then everyone else is going to be happy with you, because you're going to project that happiness, that smile, that confidence of everything that you feel once you put yourself in a position to be that way. So, I mean, those are my 2 tips. Those are 2 things that I think you should really latch on to in terms of keeping yourself accountable and getting yourself out there. Right now I'm running, so I'm suggesting people run, but I just think that it's something that's so important for someone to really kind of look into and dive into the information. So keeping this video short and sweet for you guys. I'm trying to make sure that they're not long in time, but at least hopefully impactful information. And honestly, this is a personal vlog for me, so I'm just glad you're following. So thank you guys so much for all the time you're giving me. Hit that like button. Hit the subscribe button. Please give me feedback on what you want to see. I'm begging to let me know, because otherwise it's just going to be me talking about running and me talking about myself. But I want to give you guys topics and things like that, because I have been doing this for so many years that I just want to make sure that I'm giving you guys something valuable. So thank you guys once again. Hope you guys have a great week, and I'll see you guys Friday morning. Peace.